So students, pay attention. Today we're gonna talk about superlatives. Yeah, we have here the topic superlatives. This is something interesting because we were talking about this the previous class, right? We were talking about the superlatives, but we're gonna start the class as always, making a very quick remember about this topic, no? And remember, we use the superlative, no, use the es ending or the must to express superlative with adjectives. Ya recuerda que vamos a tener que agregar est al final de un adjetivo o le vamos a anteponer must para poder nosotros expresar un superlativo con los adjetivos, ¿no? For example, tenemos el adjetivo aquí, húmedo, mojado, right? The wet. Y que le agregamos est. Wettest time is from November to April, ¿no? La temporada más húmeda is from November to April, ¿no? Bali is the most beautiful, aquí está, estamos usando the most también, ¿verdad? The most beautiful island I've ever visited. Ya cuando usamos the most, cuando nuestro adjetivo es grande, hemos dicho, ¿no? Por ejemplo, beautiful es grande, inclusive tiene 3 syllables, right? Entonces, por ese motivo usamos the most, siempre anteponemos the most, ¿ya? Luego, the dry season is, aquí está, the best. Ya esto es en el ejercicio anterior que trabajamos la semana pasada. Algunos estaban que se hacían un mundo, ¿no? ¿Cuál es el superlativo de good? Best. Nada más. ¿Por qué? Porque good es un irregular adjective, es un adjetivo irregular que cambia. Entonces aquí te estamos mostrando los 3 casos diferentes, ¿verdad? Cuando agregamos the wettest, cuando agregamos the most beautiful o cuando cambiamos por completo the best. Entonces recuerda, good, best. ¿Ya? Now, use most to express superlative with nouns. También podemos expresar superlativos con algunos adjetivos. Right? For example, Java has, ahí está, the most people of all islands in Indonesia, ¿no? Estamos indicando que Java tiene la mayor cantidad de personas, the most people, ¿ok? Entonces expresamos el superlative con adjectives, con nouns también, ¿verdad? Ahí está, ¿ok? Luego, ¿qué más? Valley gets the most sunshine in the dry season, de igual manera, ¿ve? Siempre que yo voy a usar superlativos con sustantivos voy a usar the most. ¿Ya? Aquí no voy a usar peopleest, no. Tampoco sunshines, nunca. ¿Ok? Solamente the most. ¿Ya? We are practicing the previous class, with some different exercises, right? Now we have this reading in this part. Complete the text with the correct superlative form of the adjectives in parentheses. For example, Yosemite National Park is one of, ahí está, beautiful, adjetivo largo. ¿Qué le agregamos? The most beautiful parks in the United States. And it's one of, ¿cuál será el adjective on this part? A ver, we use the chat, please. Usamos el chat and you have to tell me the answer. What's the answer in this part? And it's one of, what do you think? What do you think should be the correct answer? Look, you have the adjective large in this part. Tenemos el adjective large. ¿Qué diremos? Ajá. Pero ya, recuerda, estamos usando el adjective large, no estamos usando el adjective long. Recuerden que son diferentes. Long, large. ¿Ya? What do you think? What do you think? What should be the correct answer? You have the adjective. Ya tenemos el adjective large. ¿Ok? Entonces, remember, as all superlative, como todo superlative, tengo que empezar ¿de qué manera? I have to write the. Al inicio siempre todo superlative empieza con the. Ok, you say the. Tengo el adjective large. No es un adjetivo tan grande, ¿no? Large. ¿Verdad? Entonces, en este caso, ¿qué es lo que tengo que agregar? Agregar est, ¿verdad? Entonces solamente será the largest. Listo, y se acabó. Ya está tu superlative, ¿no? And it's one of the largest parts in California. Okay? Next, there are many interesting geographical features in Yosemite. Yosemite Valley is popular. Ajá. ¿Cómo tendré que hacer este superlative? El superlative popular. Hmm? What do you think? What do you think? What should be the correct answer? Let's think, students. Let's think and give me your answers. Hmm? Popular. Is it a short adjective or it's a long adjective? Hmm? ¿Qué dirán de popular? Okay, very good. Lopez, that's correct. Come on, let's think, students. Think. Vamos, pensamos. What should be the answer? You know, hemos dicho que para los adjetivos cortos le agregamos est. Pero para los adjetivos grandes, como el caso de popular, inclusive tiene 3 sílabas. Obvio, ¿qué sucede? Si es un adjetivo grande, le tengo que anteponer most. Entonces, ¿qué diré? The most popular, right? Yosemite is the most popular place to visit in the park. It's easy to walk around in the valley. Okay? Tulum River is... Ajá. What should be the answer? ¿Cuál será el answer in this part? Ahora sí estoy usando el adjective long. Right? What do you think? What do you think? Ok, solamente the long. Ya, agregamos est, agregamos est, ¿verdad? Long es un adjetivo corto, ¿verdad? Long, solamente tiene 4 letras. Long. Ok, entonces diremos, Tulum River is the longest. Claro que sí. Ya, claro que sí. The longest. Ahora ustedes me dirán, pero teacher, ¿cuál es la diferencia entre large y long? Ajá. Ahora vamos a mostrar what's the difference, ¿ya? Porque hace un rato ustedes vieron el adjetivo. Let me check. One moment, please. My God. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna do this for a moment. ¿Ya? Ustedes saben. What's the difference between large and long? Hace un rato vimos esto. Large. Y ahora estamos viendo long. No son adjetivos iguales, ya son diferentes. If you talk about large, si hablas acerca del adjective large, ya estás hablando de un adjetivo con el cual estás haciendo referencia a algo que no solamente es largo, sino también es ancho. O sea, si tú dices large, estás hablando de algo que es extenso. Esto es large. ¿Ok? Tanto de largo como de ancho. Esto es large, extenso, llamémoslo así, ¿no? Ok, grande también podría ser, large. Pero si tú dices long, si tú hablas de long, estás hablando de un adjetivo al cual haces referencia solamente a esto. Esto es long, largo. No, entonces esto sucede con un río, por ejemplo. El river es long, es largo, ¿verdad? Pero con un parque, ¿qué sucede con un parque? Un parque no puede ser long, no puede ser, el parque es extenso, ¿verdad? Es grande, ¿ya? Entonces, esa es la razón por la cual nosotros utilizamos o podemos diferenciar estos adjectives, ¿ya? Podemos diferenciar, por eso que decimos aquí, ¿no? Yosemite National Park is one of the most beautiful parks in the United States and it's one of the largest parks in New York. Es uno de los parques más extensos, más grandes. ¿Ok? Mientras que en este caso, Tulum River is the longest river in the park, ¿no? Tulum River es el río más largo. ¿Ok? Now, and there are many river trips you can take. There are also many waterfalls to see in the park. Yosemite Falls is... What do you think? What should be the answer in number 5? High. Analyze that adjective. Analicemos el adjective high. ¿Será un adjetivo grande, corto? What do you think? Very good, López. That's right, Rojas. Ya, es un adjetivo que no tiene tantas letras, ¿verdad? High. Entonces, ¿qué tengo que agregarle? Solamente est. Yeah, I'm gonna change the size of the lyrics. Entonces diré, ¿no? Is the highest. ¿No? Yosemite Fall is the highest waterfall, right? Es la cascada, la catarata, sorry, más larga. Yeah, is the highest waterfall. Next, Chilnualna Falls is one of difficult. ¿Qué pasa con ese adjective? How do I have to do this? Difficult. Será un adjetivo grande, corto. Le agregaré est, diré the difficult test. Recuerda, difficult, beautiful, popular. ¿Qué sucede? ¿Son adjetivos cortos o largos? Claro, son adjetivos largos. Very good, Emanuel. Entonces, si es un adjetivo largo, ¿qué es lo que diré? Difficult. Impossible que le ponga est, right? No le puedo poner est. Tendré que agregarle the most. Entonces, tendré que decir the most difficult. ¿Ya? Careful with that. ¿Ya? Chilnualna Falls is the most difficult to see because it's behind rocks. No? January, February, and March are months in Yosemite. What do you think? Wet. How do I have to do my example with wet? ¿Qué diré? It's the wettest, the most wet. What's the answer? What do you think? You have to take care about that, right? Wet. What happened with this case? You know, we have the example with wet in the chart. Tenemos en el recuadro inclusive this example with wet. What do you think? Any ideas about that? How can you ask? What do you think? What do you think? Very good, Rojas Flores. In this case, yeah, you just say the wettest, right? Easy like that, así de fácil, the wettest. Okay. I'm gonna do this one more time. Yeah. Let's continue, no? January, February, and March are the wettest months in Yosemite. Spring is... ¿Qué sucede aquí con the goods? How can you do this? Goods. What's the superlative? What superlative do I have to do in this case? Goodest. ¿Existirá goodest, students? What do you think? You did this example the previous class. La anterior clase ustedes estuvieron haciendo este tipo de examples. ¿Cómo diré? ¿The best good o solamente the best? Claro, es solamente the best. Recuerda que el good se va a reemplazar. Ok, el good se reemplaza, se cambia. Very good, Aisa, Noah, Piscara, Darian, Lisa. Ok, you say, ¿no? Is good. No digo the goodest, tampoco the most good. Es the best. ¿Ya? Okay, you know now. Oh my gosh. This is how I have to do this. No? Okay, spring is the best season to see waterfalls. Summer is, you look here, what says in this part? Hot. Very good, Lopez. That's correct. No, in this case you say the hottest. The hottest, right? Summer is the hottest season. Summer es la temporada más calurosa, más caliente. Okay. Now, and it's also the season. There aren't many visitors in the park in the winter because it's very cold. What do you think is here the answer? Hmm? Come on, tell me. BC. How can you ask, or how can you make the superlative or BC? Hmm? What do you think? Give me your ideas, students. Hmm? BC, the most busy, the busiest. Does it change? What do you think? That's right, Lopez. That's correct. No, you just say the busiest in this way. Listo. The busiest, right? El tiempo más saturado, más ocupado. ¿Ya? Easy like that. Así de fácil son nuestros superlatives. Yeah, now let's see in this part. It says, look at the chart, write the sentences with the superlative nouns. Okay, we have to see the superlative nouns in this part. We have in the Caribbean, right? Look, we have here some places, no? Florida, Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, the Caribbean Sea, Aruba. Okay, here we have, for example, Aruba, Cuba, and the Dominican Republic. Number one, we have the land. Okay, the land. The land is 180 kilometers. No, you look here. It says 860,000 kilometers. No, and here we have 48,670 kilometers. No, and look, what do you think is the for example, that has most land? No, and you say Cuba. If you look, and in this part, Cuba, no, has the most land, right? Tiene la mayor cantidad de tierra, no, tiene mayor área. And you say Cuba has the most land. Okay. Now, what's about the people? You look the people. Aruba, Cuba, and the Dominican Republic. What do you think? Which of these countries has the most people? What do you think? How can you do this? Come on, tell me your answers. Vamos. We are doing examples with nouns, right? Superlative with nouns. Which of these countries? Cuba, right? Very good, Rojas Flores. You say, Cuba has the most people. Yeah, easy like that. You say this, no? You say on this part that Cuba has the most people. Okay, very good. Now, tell me, what about the rain each year? Okay, look the rain. Here we have the dates, right? What do you think? Which of these has the most rain each year? Aruba, Cuba, or the Dominican Republic? No? Oh yeah, you look here, no? Aruba, Cuba, and it's obvious, right? That the Dominican Republic, no, has or gets the most rain each year. Okay, we're gonna do this in this way too. Now let's continue. What about the other part you have here? Official languages. Who has the most official languages? Aruba, Cuba, or the Dominican Republic? Obviously, right? You see Aruba 2, Cuba 1, the Dominican Republic 1, and you must say Aruba has the most official languages. Okay? 2 official languages. That's interesting, right? Now, what about the TV stations? What about the TV stations? Aruba 1, Cuba 58, and the Dominican Republic 25. Who has the most TV stations? And you can say here, right? That is Cuba. And the sentence in this part should be Cuba has the most TV stations. Right? Cuba tiene la mayor cantidad de estaciones de TV. Okay, just like that. Let's see what else we have in this part. Yeah. It says complete the sentences with the superlative forms of the underlined words. For example, you have here, no? We are going to New Guinea this year. It's extremely large island, no? Yes, it is. Greenland is the largest island in the world. Ok, entonces estamos usando este adjective que está subrayado como un superlative. Entonces, ¿cómo decimos the largest? Right? Ahora aquí. This street has a lot of cars. Is there always this much traffic? ¿No? Entonces, ¿cómo hacemos aquí nuestro example? Yes, First Avenue gets, aquí está, the most traffic in the city. You know this, ¿no? Estamos conjugando, estamos utilizando la forma superlative de traffic. The most traffic. Okay? Now, let's see. My uncle does research in Antarctic desert, and he says it's really cold. Or how can you ask this? The example. I know the Antarctic desert is... Well, the Antarctic desert, sorry. I know the Antarctic desert is desert in the world. Let's change as a superlative. ¿Cómo puedo usarlo como un superlative? What do you think? What do you think? What should be the answer? Let's think, let's think. It's easy, huh? It's easy. ¿Cómo diré? The most cold, the coldest, the best. What do you think? Yeah, that's right, Lopez. That's correct, no? You just say the coldest. Cold es un adjetivo corto, le agregas ST, ¿no? Ahí está. I know the Antarctic desert is the coldest desert in the world. Okay, now the other part. What a great day. Let's sit in the sunshine. What do you think? Okay, this is we had all summer. What do you think? Sunshine. How can you make the superlative form of this word? Sunshine. Is it a short adjective or a short noun? What do you think in this case? Yeah, you say the most shine, right? In this way. No? What a great day. Let's sit in the sun, in the sunshine. No? Okay, this is the most sunshine we've had all summer. Now, number 5. Whoa, this is beautiful. We're up so high. What a great view. Did you know Lake Titicaca is one lake in the world? What do you think? How can you do this? Hi. Did you know Lake Titicaca is one of? Eso. Don't forget Aisanoa, que siempre usamos los superlatives con el da, ¿ok? You say the highest, the most sunshine, the coldest. Yeah? Lakes in the world. I'm going to Japan. Where is a good place to see temples? I think Kyoto is one of. What happens on this part? What's the correct way to do this activity? Good. You know good. Very good. Aisanoa. No? You say the best. El superlative the good, the best. Okay? The other part. I'm tired of being wet on this vacation. It has rained every day on this trip. Well, May is usually month in this city. Very good, Bijar. That's right, Emmanuel. You say no is the wettest. That's correct. That's correct. I'm tired of being. No, you say May is usually the wettest month in this city. Number 8. How many people live in New York? You say over 8 million. Is the city in the United States with? How can I do this? People. What's the superlative form? No, remember que people es la forma plural de person. O sea, no existe persons con S, no. Es person en singular. One person, una persona. Two people, dos personas. ¿Ok? Ya entonces recuerda. Singular, person, plural, people. ¿Ya? Ok. Now, billar, ok. Pero ¿qué sucede? ¿Estará bien que yo diga peopleest, que le agregue est? ¿Qué sucede con people? ¿Es un sustantivo o es un adjetivo? ¿Verdad? People, estamos hablando de sustantivos, estamos hablando de nouns. ¿Y qué sucede? La regla dice que para todos los sustantivos se tiene que usar algo. ¿Qué dice? ¿Qué es lo que usamos? Aquí está en nuestro ejemplo, ¿no? Tenemos que usar the most. O sea, nunca decimos peopleest, nunca decimos sunshineest, no. Decimos the most people, the most sunshine. Ya recuerda, cuando hablamos o cuando utilizamos los superlative with nouns. ¿Ya? A tener en cuenta esto. Entonces, in this case, lo correcto que será. Yeah, you have to say, no? Over 8 million. It's the city in the United States with the most people. Okay? Just like that. Yeah? That's all. Easy like that. Well, students, now we have to see something. We're going to talk about the natural wonders. Here we have a reading. It says, now, what do you think is the most amazing natural wonder in the world and why? No, for example, you can say Machu Picchu, right? Could be. But, oh, sorry, it says natural wonder. Natural wonder. For example, Titicaca Lake could be, no? What else? Gotka. Gotka waterfalls, las cataratas de Gotka in Amazon, right? Yeah, it could be, right? One of the natural, or the best natural wonder, right? Of the most amazing natural wonders. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else? Or maybe the Amazon River. Yeah, the Amazon River is very nice too. Okay. Yeah. Now it says, no, read the article. What are the seven wonders and where are they? Here we're gonna talk about seven wonders. Okay, maravillas. You know wonders, no maravillas. Okay, natural wonders. Here we have. Look carefully. It says on this part, seven wonders of the natural worlds. Okay, now I'm gonna play this listening. You're gonna listen and you're gonna read. Okay, vamos a escuchar y vamos a leer. So pay attention, please.
Lesson D. Natural Wonders. Page 50. Exercise 1. Reading. 7 Wonders of the Natural World. Here is a list of some of the most fascinating places in the world.
Over 5 million people visit the Grand Canyon in the U.S. state of Arizona every year. The breathtaking landscape is 445 kilometers long, 24 kilometers wide, and more than a kilometer deep.
Located in the Himalayas on the border of Nepal and Tibet, Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world and one of the most dangerous to climb. But that doesn't stop people from trying to get to the top of it every year.
Paricutin volcano in Mexico is more than 300 meters high, but it used to be a flat cornfield. In 1943, people saw the earth steam and crack. It grew into a new volcano in just 2 years.
The Rio de Janeiro harbor in Brazil is one of the biggest and most amazing harbors in the world. It has beautiful beaches and the famous Sugar Loaf Mountain.
The Great Barrier Reef is not just one colourful coral reef. It's actually almost 3,000 of them. Many plants and gorgeous tropical fish live among these reefs off the coast of Australia.
Have you ever heard the crashing sound of millions of liters of water? The Zambezi River between Zambia and Zimbabwe falls 120 meters, making Victoria Falls one of the largest and loudest waterfalls on the planet.
The northern lights are exactly what their name suggests. Bright, flashing lights of amazing shapes and colors in the northern sky. The North Pole has the best view of them.
Okay, here we have some important details, right? We have to do this. We have to read again and circle. Complete the sentence with the correct natural wonders. It says, has natural beaches. What is a place that has natural beaches? What do you think? What do you think? Any ideas? It says, it's in this part. Very good, Emmanuel Villar, that's correct, no? The Rio de Janeiro harbor. Okay, the Rio de Janeiro harbor has the most, has beautiful beaches. Yeah, in this way. I'm gonna change the size. I think it's too small. Yeah, there it is. The Rio de Janeiro harbor. What about the next one? It says, is very loud waterfall. Yeah, no, this, you know the answer of this. It's really easy. Okay. What do you think? The Zambezi River, are you sure? It says a very loud waterfall. Waterfall. What is a waterfall? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Ah, Victoria Falls, claro. Victoria Falls. And it's the name on this part. Very good. I'm gonna write here the answer. Victoria Falls. Yeah. What else? It's over a kilometer deep. What is over a kilometer deep? Hmm? Look in this part. What is a kilometer deep? Hmm? What do you think? What do you think? No ideas? Look, it's over a kilometer deep. What is deep? Profundidad. Right? What is over a kilometer deep? Yeah, that's right. It's the Great Canyon, right? The Great Canyon in the United States, in Arizona, right? There it is, Great Canyon. Number 4 says, let me check. Formed in 2 years. What was formed in 2 years? Look. What was formed in 2 years? Any ideas? The Great Canyon formed in 2 years. The Paricutin volcano. Yeah, very good, Bijar. That's correct, no? The Paricutin volcano was formed in 2 years. Now, the other part says, changed in shape and color. What's that? What's that? Change in shape and color. Very good, Bijar. That's correct, no? The Northern Lights. That's correct. That's great. Now, it's off a country coast. What's that? It's off a country coast. What do you think? What do you think? Any ideas? What is left, right? Nobody? It's off a country's coast. Yeah, that's right, Emmanuel. Right? It's the Great Barrier Reef. That's right, JP. Hello, JP. Where were you the whole class? Okay, it says not the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, of course. Okay, yeah, those are the answers. You're doing very well, students. Now, here we have to do something else, no? The listening. The Great Barrier Reef. Something that we were talking a minute ago. The Great Barrier Reef. It says, no, listen to a guide talk to 2 tourists at Great Barrier Reef. Which statement surprised the tourists? Check the correct answer. Okay? Now, we have to do this activity. You're going to listen and you are going to check the answers. Okay? So, pay attention now. There it is.
Page 51. Exercise 2. Listening. The Great Barrier Reef.
Can I have your attention, please? We're here. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. How's everyone feeling?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Great. Now, before we start our snorkeling trip, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this reef, one of the wonders of the natural world. Many people think this is one large reef, but in fact, the Great Barrier Reef is made up of thousands of reefs and hundreds of islands. But we still just call it the Great Barrier Reef, not the Great Barrier Reefs.
Is it true you can see the reef from space?
Yes.
You can?
I don't believe it.
Yes, it's true.
How many kinds of coral are there?
Good question. There are about 400 kinds of coral here. When you go snorkeling, you'll also see many kinds of fish. And you can see turtles near the reef.
Really?
You're kidding.
Now, about snorkeling. Most people are amazed, but sometimes people think the coral should be more colourful.
What do you mean?
Well, the coral you see on TV looks very colourful. That's because the photographers use bright lights. Luckily, today is very sunny.
I heard that global warming can make the coral appear white.
Yes, that's right. Unfortunately, some of the coral you will see are dead. So, are you ready for some snorkeling?
Sure. Anything else we need to know?
Yes, please stay together.
Okay, here we have to answer this. Which statement surprised the tourist? The Great Barrier Reef is made up of many small reefs. You can see the reef from the space. You can see turtles near the reef. Global warming can make the coral appear white. What do you think? Right. So it says, not this. Surprise the tourist. No, I'm gonna check this sentence. You can see the reef from the space. Se quedan sorprendidos los tourists al escuchar esto, ¿no? You can see from the space. My God, this is too big, too huge, right? And what's the other? What's the other? The other sentence is that you can see turtles near the reef, no? Yeah, they're impressed with that. Se impresionaron. You can see turtles. Puedes ver turtles near the reef. Okay, now what are you going to do now, students? You are going to listen again and you are going to answer the question, and this is going to be your class activity. Y esta va a ser tu class activity. Ok, vas a escuchar nuevamente y luego vas a tener que responderme estas preguntas, ¿no? How many kind of coral are there? How does the coral look on TV? What's the weather like today? What does the guide say to do? Okay, pay attention, yeah, one more time. Yeah, this is your class activity.
Page 51, Exercise 2. Listening. The Great Barrier Reef.
Can I have your attention, please? We're here. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. How's everyone feeling?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Great. Now, before we start our snorkeling trip, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this reef, one of the wonders of the natural world. Many people think this is one large reef, but in fact, the Great Barrier Reef is made up of thousands of reefs and hundreds of islands. But we still just call it the Great Barrier Reef, not the Great Barrier Reefs.
Is it true you can see the reef from space?
Yes.
You can?
I don't believe it.
Yes, it's true.
How many kinds of coral are there?
Good question. There are about 400 kinds of coral here. When you go snorkeling, you'll also see many kinds of fish. And you can see turtles near the reef.
Really?
You're kidding.
Now, about snorkeling. Most people are amazed, but sometimes people think the coral should be more colourful.
What do you mean?
Well, the coral you see on TV looks very colourful. That's because the photographers use bright lights. Luckily, today is very sunny.
I heard that global warming can make the coral appear white.
Yes, that's right. Unfortunately, some of the coral you will see are dead. So, are you ready for some snorkeling?
Sure. Anything else we need to know?
Yes, please stay together.
Okay, one more time. I'm gonna play one more time. Okay, vamos a poner one more time. Pay attention, please. Try to answer one by one. Listen.
Page 51, Exercise 2. Listening. The Great Barrier Reef.
Can I have your attention, please? We're here. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. How's everyone feeling?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Great. Now, before we start our snorkeling trip, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this reef, one of the wonders of the natural world. Many people think this is one large reef, but in fact, the Great Barrier Reef is made up of thousands of reefs and hundreds of islands. But we still just call it the Great Barrier Reef, not the Great Barrier Reefs.
Is it true you can see the reef from space?
Yes.
You can?
I don't believe it.
Yes, it's true.
How many kinds of coral are there?
Good question. There are about 400 kinds of coral here. When you go snorkeling, you'll also see many kinds of fish. And you can see turtles near the reef.
Really?
You're kidding.
Now, about snorkeling. Most people are amazed, but sometimes people think the coral should be more colourful.
What do you mean?
Well, the coral you see on TV looks very colourful. That's because the photographers use bright lights. Luckily, today is very sunny.
I heard that global warming can make the coral appear white.
Yes, that's right. Unfortunately, some of the coral you will see are dead. So, are you ready for some snorkeling?
Sure. Anything else we need to know?
Yes, please stay together.
Okay. Are you ready? Send me your answer. Send me your answer, please, students. I'm gonna play one last time in order that you can just check in case. Okay, voy a verles one last time, una última vez. Ya, una última vez, por si alguien estuvo escuchando entrecortado, ok, ya, o si todavía les queda alguna duda. Pay attention, ya. Try to listen to the keywords. Traten de siempre escuchar, chicos, las palabras claves, ¿no? For example, aquí, how many, la cantidad de qué, of coral. ¿No? ¿Qué más? What does coral look on TV? ¿No? Look. Cuando hablan del look, están hablando del color, pues, ¿no? Cómo es la apariencia. Ok. What's the weather? Esto lo dice por un momento así rapidito. What's the weather like? ¿No? You know, is it cloudy, cold, hot, sunny, etc. ¿No? What does the guide say to do? Eso también lo dice casi al final, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que dice el guide? What's the recommendation? ¿Cuál es la recomendación? ¿Ya? Entonces esas son las palabras claves. Traten de relacionar. No hay necesidad de que entiendas la conversación al 100% de inicio al final, pero sí trata de prestar mucha atención y de encontrar estas palabras dentro de la conversación, dentro del audio. ¿Ya? Okay, one more time.
Page 51, Exercise 2. Listening. The Great Barrier Reef.
Can I have your attention, please? We're here. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. How's everyone feeling?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Great. Now, before we start our snorkeling trip, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this reef, one of the wonders of the natural world. Many people think this is one large reef, but in fact, the Great Barrier Reef is made up of thousands of reefs and hundreds of islands. But we still just call it the Great Barrier Reef, not the Great Barrier Reefs.
Is it true you can see the reef from space?
Yes.
You can?
I don't believe it.
Yes, it's true.
How many kinds of coral are there?
Good question. There are about 400 kinds of coral here. When you go snorkeling, you'll also see many kinds of fish. And you can see turtles near the reef.
Really?
You're kidding.
Now, about snorkeling. Most people are amazed, but sometimes people think the coral should be more colourful.
What do you mean?
Well, the coral you see on TV looks very colourful. That's because the photographers use bright lights. Luckily, today is very sunny.
I heard that global warming can make the coral appear white.
Yes, that's right. Unfortunately, some of the coral you will see are dead. So, are you ready for some snorkeling?
Sure. Anything else we need to know?
Yes, please stay together.
Okay, now please, students, send me your answers. Okay. Send me your answers. If you send me the answer, you are gonna be ready to leave, okay? Let me check. Okay, ya. Just in case, ya me pueden ir enviando, pero por si las dudas, I'm gonna play one last time. Una última vez, chicos, y con esto ya terminamos, ¿ok?
Page 51, Exercise 2. Listening. The Great Barrier Reef.
Can I have your attention, please? We're here. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef. How's everyone feeling?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Great. Now, before we start our snorkeling trip, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this reef, one of the wonders of the natural world. Many people think this is one large reef, but in fact, the Great Barrier Reef is made up of thousands of reefs and hundreds of islands. But we still just call it the Great Barrier Reef, not the Great Barrier Reefs.
Is it true you can see the reef from space?
Yes.
You can?
I don't believe it.
Yes, it's true.
How many kinds of coral are there?
Good question. There are about 400 kinds of coral here. When you go snorkeling, you'll also see many kinds of fish, and you can see turtles near the reef.
Really?
You're kidding.
Now, about snorkeling. Most people are amazed, but sometimes people think the coral should be more colourful.
What do you mean?
Well, the coral you see on TV looks very colourful. That's because the photographers use bright lights. Luckily, today is very sunny.
I heard that global warming can make the coral appear white.
Yes, that's right. Unfortunately, some of the coral you will see are dead. So, are you ready for some snorkeling?
Sure. Anything else we need to know?
Yes, please stay together.
Okay, well, students, now it's time, okay? You send me, please, the answers. We don't have much time. Yeah, we are over time now. Let me check. Let me see your answers. Okay, Aisanoa, number 1. Okay, number 2. Ooh, that's not the answer. Number 3. Okay. Number 4. Okay. Yeah. Just number 2 is not the answer. Aisanoa Tarian, another student. Okay. Yeah, you can send me the answer and you can leave. Okay, ya me pueden enviar su respuesta y pueden ir saliendo para su próxima clase. No problem. Yeah. Lopez, number 1 is okay. Number 2, oh yeah, not exactly. Number 3, okay. Number 4, okay. Those are the answers. Lopez. Okay, number 2. No, ajá. No distinguieron correctamente el number 2. Guzmán, we have to cook lunch. Justo teníamos una clase de cocina con el profesor César Chaupi, señor Guzmán. Berrospi. No, number 1 not, is not the answer. Number 2 is not the answer. Number 3, yes, that's the answer. Number 4, no, is not the answer, Berrospi. Rojas, no, Rojas, that's not the answer for number 2. Pardavé, yeah, number 1 is okay, Pardavé. Number 2 is not the answer. Number 3, very good, Pardavé. Number 4, that's the answer. Very good, Pardavé, Johan Franco Renato, that's right. Aguirre, tenías que escuchar el listening, Aguirre. De acuerdo al listening teníamos que responder cada una de estas preguntas. Morla, number 1, yeah, it's the answer. Number 2 is not the answer. Number 3, okay, that's the answer. Number 4, that's the answer. Okay, Morla, te equivocaste al igual que Darian Morla en el number 2. Okay, another student, Nieves Livia. Let me check, Nieves Livia, your answers. Let me see. Number 1 is okay, Nieves. Number 2 is not the answer. Number 3 is not the answer. Number 4, yeah, that's the answer. Okay, Nieves. Yeah, half and half. No es verdadero o falso, hijo. Tienes que responder las preguntas. Number one, how many kinds of coral there? ¿Cuántos corals hay? Number two, how does the coral look on TV? ¿Cómo luce? ¿Cuál es el color? ¿Cuál es la apariencia de los corals on TV? On TV, en televisión. No, what's the weather like today? ¿Cómo está el clima el día de hoy? De acuerdo al listening. And what does the guide say to do? Y luego, ¿cuál es la recomendación que les da el guide, el guía? Durán Ceballos, Niki Niki. Okay, number one is okay. Number two, you didn't do number two, Durán Ceballos, Niki. Why? What's the reason? Number three, yeah, that's the answer. Number four, okay, that's the answer. Al igual que el señor Pardavé y el señor Leonardo, Niki Niki, no hiciste el number two. Okay. Now another student. Yes, Nieves, number one is okay, te dije. Number two is not the answer. Number three is not the answer tampoco, Nieves. Pillar. Okay, number one is okay, Villar. Number two is not the answer. Number three is, yeah, it's the answer. Number four, that's the answer. Okay, Manuel. No. JP, y ahí con JP terminamos y les envío y les doy las respuestas, ¿ya? JP, number one, yeah, it's okay. Number two, it's not the answer. Number three, very good. Number four is okay. ¿Ya? Ahora sí, les doy las respuestas, ¿no? How many kinds of coral are there? Yeah, you are telling me the correct answer in this part, ¿no? There are 400, ¿no? About 400. No, it's not exactly, it says. Let me check. Oh, one moment, please. I'm gonna change the size of this part. Yeah. There it is. These are the answers. No, number one, about 400. No, 400. The other, no. How does the coral look on TV? This is on TV, no. No, the coral looks very colorful on TV. Okay, it looks very colorful on TV. Number three, what's the weather like today? Yeah, you were telling me, okay, Mirko, the weather is sunny. Okay, and number four, what's the recommendation? What does the guy say to do? And the answer is, he says to stay together, right? That's the answer. Okay, well, students, those are the answers. That's all for today. Thank you very much. See you in the next class. Goodbye, students. Goodbye.